I've only told this story like twice. Well, I know I've only told this story twice in my entire life. When I was a freshman in high school, um, I quickly learned that I really didn't fit in with a lot of people. I wasn't bullied, but I didn't want to hang out with the boys because I thought that they were just super immature, and I didn't want to hang out with the girls because they were just into things that I just wasn't into at the time. Even though I didn't really hang out with that many people or have a lot of friends, people knew who I was because I was in a military class called ROTC. Well, JROTC. ROTC is like a class that gets you ready for in case you want to join the military straight out of high school. So I mean that's pretty much all it was. You wear a uniform, you act like you're in the military for that class, or you do like after school activities. That's pretty much what that class is about. I started hanging out with a guy named, I don't want to say his name, so we will call him Brandon. I started hanging out with a guy named Brandon because he was in that class too. But I was a freshman, he was a junior. He was 2 years older than me. So he was like a really cool guy. He was really quiet, and I thought, well, I was really quiet. So during lunch, that's when we would hang out because we had the same lunch. We just hang out, talk, laugh. Really cool guy. Never got in any trouble. Awesome guy. He in turn introduced me to a few of his classmates, a few other juniors, and then I actually ended up dating a junior. So then people really started noticing me because who's this freshman dating this junior, and I'm hanging around all these older classmates. So I mean it worked out for the better. Time goes on, and Brandon starts dating one of my girlfriend, who is also like a junior, one of her friends. So all of them were juniors. I'm just a freshman. They start dating, and we're doing like double dates. We were just hanging out, whatever. They have a good relationship. It's regular high school stuff. One day, I get a call from my girlfriend, and okay, we got to give her a name. Tina. I get a call. My girl Tina calls me, and she's like, "Hey, Brandon got arrested." So I'm like, "Nah, man. Like, what did he get arrested for? Maybe he was like speeding or something in the car, because we're both in the cars. Maybe he was like shoplifting some candy or something like that." This guy is kind of like, it's the equivalent of saying like, I don't know, like somebody who's just a goody two shoes. Everybody has that one person who's a goody two shoes in their class or like in their life. It's equivalent to saying that person got arrested. And the way she said it wasn't like, oh, he got arrested. It was like, hey, this guy got arrested. Like, seriously. Like, he's not coming out. So after digging deeper and deeper for the reason, she finally tells me that he killed his girlfriend. So the girl that we were all hanging out with all over this time, that we had all grown to know at this time, I knew her very well, and I knew him very well. He killed her. The reason why he did it was because she was going to break up with him. He had picked her up. They were going on a date, and when they were coming home, she, I guess, tried to break up with him, and he just wasn't having it. So he just beat her up really bad, and then I'm not gonna go into like the details, but he killed her, and then he just left her somewhere. And I mean, it wasn't that hard for police and investigators to figure out that it was him, if he was the last one with her. And so now he's serving life. Like the rest of his life, he's going to be in jail. They tried him as an adult because he was 17 and he was about to be 18 in just, I think, a few months. And his actions were just so gruesome and so severe that was the only, I guess, option that they had. No, I'm lying. That wasn't the only option, but in their eyes, he was just, considered an adult because of what he had done. So this happened all this happened when I was only a freshman. So I was like 15? Yeah, I was like 15 years old, maybe even 14 years old. And he's been in jail ever since then, never getting out. So now his family has to deal with, basically, this means that basically 2 lives were lost. His life is definitely gone, and so is hers. So 2 families have to deal with that as well. A family's never going to get their daughter back, and then another family is never going to get their son back, their brother, their sister. It's just, you're probably thinking like, Ryan, why would you tell such a horrible or gruesome story today? Or what is the point of this story? The point of this story is because I overheard this girl just describing what she was going to do because her boyfriend broke up with her, and she was coming up with all these crazy ideas, and then her best friend at the time was just egging her on, like, yeah, you should do this, you should do that, like, he shouldn't have broke up with you, you're an awesome girl. I don't know, I didn't really dig in deep into it. I just heard this in passing, but I heard enough of it for that memory or for this story to come up. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's never worth it. Whether you're young, whether you're a young adult, an adult, kind of up in age, it's never worth it. If someone doesn't want to be with you, then fine. Get your heart broken. I've had my heart broken plenty of times. But it is what it is. You get stronger and then you just move on. If someone tells you, hey, you're not the one for me, then they did you a favor. You go out and you find that person who's really going to care about you, who's really going to love you and treat you how you want to be treated. It's never worth hurting someone over, because you hurting them isn't going to make them like you. It's not going to make you feel better, because it's not like you're going to beat them up and then they're going to be like, okay, I like you now. No, man, they're going to be like, well, this is more reason why I don't like you. If someone doesn't want you, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's going to hurt, but you will be all right. I'm doing just fine. Me and Amy, we have a great time. And I'm so glad that those girls who didn't like me or who said, this isn't working out with her, I'm really glad that they did that, because I would have never found Amy. And yeah, we laugh all the time. All the time we laugh. Amy's an amazing woman. And then even if the day comes where she says that she's really not that into me anymore, or that she wants to see other people, I'll be hurt. But then it is what it is. It's just life. There are like almost 8 billion people on this earth. I'm pretty sure I can find somebody else. I didn't intend for this video to be like such a downer. I hope you see the bigger picture of the message that I'm trying to relay to you. I just had to share that. If someone doesn't want you, don't hurt anybody, just move on. Just move on. That's the big picture. Just move on. Surround yourself with good friends, positive vibes, and just find somebody else. Or just be alone for a little bit if that's what it takes. But just don't hurt people. So now you know the story. Yeah. Now you can see why I only told 2 people that story. Yes, it's pretty bad. But I hope you have a good day. Make good decisions. Go be great. And I will see you on another video.